Have you ever felt a quiet stirring in your soul, as if the life you're living no longer fits the person you're becoming? Perhaps your days feel routine, yet something deep within whispers that a profound change is near. In Stoic philosophy, this unrest is a call to awaken, a signal that your path is shifting towards something greater. As Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This wisdom reminds us to look inward, where the signs of transformation first appear. At Stoic Pulse, we explore the timeless teachings of Stoics like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius to guide you through life's challenges and changes. Today, we're uncovering 8 powerful signs that your life is on the cusp of a monumental shift. These aren't mere coincidences, but messages from fate. As Epictetus taught in Discourses, we are not to lead events, but to follow them. By recognizing these signs, you can align with your true purpose, just as Seneca urged in Letters from a Stoic. Let us meet adversity with a mind prepared to accept what comes. If you're feeling that subtle pull toward change, this video is your guide. We'll reveal how restlessness, synchronicities, and even obstacles are stepping stones to a life of virtue and growth. Subscribe to Stoic Pulse to join our journey through Stoic wisdom, and let's discover together how these signs are shaping your destiny. Stay with us until the end. Your transformation begins with awareness. Sign 1, an unexplainable sense of peace amid chaos. As you stand at the edge of transformation, the first sign that your life is about to shift is both subtle and profound, an unexplainable sense of peace amid chaos. Picture this. Your world feels like it's unraveling. Deadlines pile up, relationships strain under unspoken tensions, and the plans you meticulously crafted seem to crumble like sand through your fingers. Yet deep within, beneath the storm of uncertainty, there's a quiet calm, a stillness that defies logic. It's as if your soul whispers, "This is not the end. This is the beginning." This peace, as Seneca reminds us in Letters from a Stoic, is found when we meet adversity with a mind prepared to accept what comes. It's the first clue that something extraordinary is aligning in your life. Imagine you're a small business owner, pouring years into a cafe that's been your pride. Suddenly, a competitor opens nearby, foot traffic dwindles, and unexpected repair costs drain your savings. The pressure mounts. Employees depend on you, bills loom, and the future feels uncertain. Most would panic, clinging to what's familiar, desperate to restore the past. But you feel an unshakable calm. It's not denial or resignation. It's a quiet certainty that this chaos is reshaping your path. Perhaps you sense an opportunity to pivot, maybe to transform your cafe into a community hub or explore a new venture entirely. This piece isn't random. It's a signal that you're exactly where you need to be, as Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Your mind, aligned with Stoic wisdom, sees the storm not as a threat, but as a forge for growth. This piece is striking because it contrasts with the chaos around you. While others might spiral into fear, you feel grounded, as if an inner compass assures you that every loss, every setback, is clearing space for something greater. Epictetus teaches us in Discourses, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This strength manifests as tranquility, a Stoic hallmark known as ataraxia. It's not about ignoring the chaos, but embracing it as part of fate's design. Think of a sailor navigating a stormy sea. Waves crash, winds howl, yet the sailor remains steady, trusting the course ahead. That's you feeling this peace, knowing deep down that the universe is rearranging your life for a purpose you may not yet see. But here's where the drama intensifies. This piece is a test. Most people, when faced with upheaval, Let fear take the helm. They scramble to rebuild what's falling apart, begging for the comfort of the old. Stoicism warns against this. Clinging to the past, as Seneca notes in On the Shortness of Life, wastes the present and blinds us to what's possible. If you're feeling this calm amid the storm, it's because you're different. You're not running from change. You're leaning into it. You trust that the losses, whether a business, a friendship, or a dream, are not punishments but preparations. The universe is stripping away what no longer serves you, making room for a life aligned with your higher purpose. Consider the cafe owner again. As the business struggles, you might notice a recurring thought. This isn't the end. You start envisioning new possibilities, perhaps teaching others to start their own ventures or creating a mobile coffee cart to reach new customers. This piece isn't passive, it's active, urging you to trust the process. Marcus Aurelius reminds us in Meditations, what need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears. Yet you don't weep. You feel calm because you sense the whole of your life is shifting towards something greater. This sign is powerful because it marks you as ready. While others falter, you stand firm, embodying Epictetus's teaching in Enchiridion. Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do, and you will go on well. Your peace is proof that you're aligned with fate, prepared to step into what's next. But beware, ignoring this calm or mistaking it for complacency risks missing the moment. The universe is speaking, and this peace is its voice, guiding you toward a breakthrough. If this resonates, you're already on the path. Subscribe to Stoic Pulse to uncover more Stoic wisdom to navigate these signs, and comment below. Are you feeling this peace amid your chaos? Stay with us as we explore the next sign, where the universe sends you messages too vivid to ignore. Sign 2, strange synchronicities. Keep happening as you embrace the quiet peace amid life's storms. Another sign emerges, pulling you deeper into your transformation. Strange synchronicities that seem to whisper your name. You notice patterns too precise to dismiss. Perhaps you see the number 222 on a clock, a receipt, then a license plate, all in one day. Or you overhear a stranger mention a philosophy book you've been pondering, only to find it waiting on a friend's shelf hours later. These moments feel like more than chance. They're as if the universe is leaving breadcrumbs to guide you. Epictetus reminds us in Discourses, we are not to lead events, but to follow them. These synchronicities are fate's gentle nudges, signaling that your life is aligning with a greater purpose. Imagine you're a graphic designer stuck in a repetitive job, yearning for work that sparks your soul. One morning you think of an old mentor who inspired your creativity years ago. That same day you stumble across their name in an online art forum, then hear their podcast interview on your commute. Later, a colleague casually mentions a local gallery seeking new talent, exactly the kind of project your mentor once urged you to pursue. At first, you might shrug it off as coincidence, but the repetition feels uncanny, almost orchestrated. These aren't random events. They're messages, as Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations. Everything is interwoven, and the web is holy. The universe is speaking, and it's up to you to listen. This sign is electrifying because it feels like life itself is conspiring in your favor. Synchronicities aren't just oddities, they're invitations to act, to step toward the path you're meant to walk. Seneca teaches us in Letters from a Stoic, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. These moments are where your inner readiness meets fate's timing. But here's the drama. The more significant the change awaiting you, the louder these signs become. That number 222 might appear daily, or the gallery opportunity might resurface in a friend's email. If you ignore them, they intensify, as if the universe is shouting to get your attention. Dismiss these clues, and you risk missing a pivotal moment. Heed them, and you unlock doors to your destiny. Consider the designer again. As these synchronicities pile up, you might feel a pull to contact that mentor or submit work to the gallery. But doubt creeps in. Why now? Am I ready? Stoicism offers clarity here. Epictetus in Enchiridion urges, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. You can't control the signs, but you can control your response. These synchronicities are fate testing your awareness, asking if you're awake enough to follow the path unfolding before you. The gallery mention isn't just a random comment. It's a spark that could ignite a new career, a chance to create art that matters. What makes this sign so gripping is its call to action. Most people see these patterns and do nothing, letting fear or skepticism dim their intuition. They think it's just a coincidence and return to their routine, unaware that they've ignored a guidepost to transformation. But you're different. You feel the weight of these moments, the way they align with your deepest aspirations. Marcus Aurelius reminds us in Meditations, look within. Do not allow the special quality or worth of anything to pass you by. These synchronicities are life's way of pointing you toward what's next. A new project, a bold decision, a leap into the unknown. The challenge lies in trusting these signs. Seneca warns on the shortness of life. Life is long if you know how to use it. Ignoring synchronicities wastes time. Acting on them breathes life into your purpose. For the designer, reaching out to the mentor or applying to the gallery could lead to a breakthrough exhibition, a collaboration, or a rediscovery of passion. These moments are fleeting, and hesitation can close the window. The universe doesn't wait. It presents the sign and moves on, leaving you to decide whether to follow. If you're noticing these uncanny patterns, don't brush them off. Ask yourself, what was I thinking when that number appeared? What decision was I weighing when that conversation echoed my thoughts? These are clues to your next step. Subscribe to Stoic Pulse to dive deeper into Stoic wisdom that helps you decode life's signals, and share in the comments. What synchronicities are you seeing? Stay with us, because the next sign reveals how obstacles become the very path to your transformation. Sign 3, obstacles are suddenly everywhere. As you begin to notice the universe's synchronicities guiding your path, a new sign emerges, one that tests your resolve. Obstacles suddenly appear everywhere. Just when you feel a spark of direction, perhaps inspired by a meaningful coincidence, life throws barriers in your way. A goal you're chasing slips out of reach, a trusted ally falters, or unexpected setbacks pile up like stones blocking your road. It feels as if fate is conspiring against you, but Stoic wisdom reveals a deeper truth. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." These obstacles aren't here to stop you. They're here to shape you, forging a stronger self for the transformation ahead. Imagine you're a writer, finally committing to a novel you've dreamed of crafting. You've carved out time, outlined your story, and felt the universe align with signs. A chance meeting with an editor, a quote about courage appearing just when you needed it. But then, life intervenes. Your laptop crashes, losing a chapter's worth of work. A family emergency demands your attention, stealing your writing hours. A rejection letter from a publisher arrives, stinging your confidence. Each obstacle feels like a personal affront, tempting you to quit. Most would see these as signs to abandon the dream, but Stoicism teaches otherwise. Epictetus reminds us in Discourses, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. These hurdles are not dead ends. They're doorways to resilience. This sign is gripping because it feels like a battle. The moment you commit to growth, life tests your determination. The bigger the transformation awaiting you, the heavier the obstacles grow. Why? Because true change demands strength, and strength is born in struggle. Seneca tells us in Letters from a Stoic, difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Think of a sculptor chiseling stone. Each strike seems to resist, but it's the resistance that shapes the masterpiece. Your setbacks, whether a lost draft, a disrupted schedule, or a bruised ego, are chiseling you into someone capable of carrying the life you're destined for. For the writer, these obstacles reveal lessons. The laptop crash teaches you to back up your work, fostering discipline. The family emergency shows you how to balance duty with ambition, deepening your empathy. The rejection letter sharpens your craft, pushing you to refine your voice. Each barrier, though painful, prepares you for the breakthrough, a published novel, a new creative path, or a deeper sense of purpose. Marcus Aurelius urges in Meditations, what need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears. Instead of despairing, you see each obstacle as a teacher, guiding you toward your next chapter. The drama lies in the choice you face. Will you surrender to the weight of these challenges, or will you push through? Most people falter here, mistaking resistance for failure. They abandon their dreams, convinced the universe is saying no. But Stoicism reframes this. Epictetus teaches in Enchiridion, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. You can't control the setbacks, but you can control your response. Will you let a rejection define you, or will you revise and resubmit? Will you curse the lost work, or rewrite it better? The obstacles are fate's way of asking, are you ready for what's coming? This sign's intensity comes from its transformative power. Every struggle is a crucible, burning away weakness and forging resilience. Seneca warns in On the Shortness of Life. Life is long if you know how to use it. Wasting energy on frustration shortens your path. Embracing obstacles lengthens it, leading to growth. For the writer, pushing through might mean a new draft that catches an agent's eye, or a realization that your story resonates with others. The universe isn't blocking you, it's sculpting you, ensuring you're strong enough for the life awaiting you. If obstacles are piling up in your life, don't despair. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? How is this preparing me for what's next? These challenges are not random, they're part of the path. Subscribe to Stoic Pulse to uncover more Stoic wisdom to conquer life's trials, and share in the comments. What obstacles are you facing right now? Stay with us, because the next sign reveals a clarity that will change how you see the world around you. Sign 4, seeing the truth about people and situations. As you navigate the obstacles sculpting your resilience, a new sign dawns, sharp and unsettling. You begin to see the truth about people and situations with piercing clarity. The fog of routine lifts, and suddenly you notice what was hidden in plain sight. A friend's encouragement now rings hollow, laced with envy. A job you once cherished reveals itself as a gilded cage, draining your spirit. Even daily habits, once comforting, feel like chains holding you back. This awakening is both a gift and a challenge. As Seneca urges in On the Shortness of Life, examine yourself, scrutinize and observe yourself in diverse ways. Your eyes are opening, and with this clarity comes the power to transform your life. Picture yourself as a nurse, dedicated to your hospital ward. Believing your colleagues share your passion for patient care. But lately, you notice subtle shifts. A coworker's smile during a team meeting feels forced, their praise tinged with competition. You overhear a supervisor dismiss your ideas, prioritizing efficiency over empathy. Even the long shifts you once endured proudly now feel suffocating, misaligned with your deeper desire to make a meaningful impact. At first, these realizations sting like a betrayal. You wonder, have these people always been this way? Have I been blind to this job's limits? The answer is yes, but you were too caught up in duty to see it. Now, as Marcus Aurelius writes in Meditations, look within. Do not allow the special quality or worth of anything to pass you by. Your clarity is a call to act. This sign is dramatic because it's a reckoning. The truth about people, friends, colleagues, even family, hits like a thunderbolt. You see the jealousy behind a compliment, the self-interest behind a favor. Situations, too, reveal their reality. A workplace that values profit over purpose, a routine that numbs rather than nurtures. It's as if a veil has been torn away, exposing what no longer aligns with your evolving self. Epictetus teaches in Discourses, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. You can't change others' motives, but you can change how you respond, choosing to walk away from what doesn't serve you. For the nurse, this clarity might reveal that a colleague's support was conditional, offered only when it served their image. The hospital's focus on quotas over care clashes with your values, prompting thoughts of a new path. Perhaps teaching nursing students or starting a community health initiative. This awakening is painful, as Seneca notes in Letters from a Stoic. It is a great thing to know the faults of your mind. Recognizing the truth about people and situations means confronting hard choices, staying in a draining environment or stepping into the unknown. Most people shy away, clinging to familiarity, convincing themselves they're overthinking. But you feel the weight of this truth, and it's pushing you toward change. The drama intensifies because this clarity is irreversible. Once you see the insincerity in a coworker's words or the emptiness of a routine, you can't unsee it. Marcus Aurelius reminds us in Meditations, the universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Your thoughts are shifting, rejecting what's false to make space for what's true. This might mean ending a friendship that thrives on competition or leaving a job that stifles your purpose. It's heart-wrenching to realize some connections were never what they seemed, but it's also liberating. The universe is clearing out the inauthentic, preparing you for relationships and roles that align with your growth. The challenge lies in acting on this truth. Epictetus warns in Enchiridion, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. You can't force others to change, but you can choose to walk away. For the nurse, this might mean enrolling in a teaching program or volunteering for a cause that reignites your passion. Ignoring this clarity risks stagnation. Embracing it opens doors to a life of purpose. Seneca cautions on the shortness of life. Life is long if you know how to use it. Wasting time on misaligned people or situations shortens your path. Letting go lengthens it. If you're seeing the truth about your world, don't turn away. Ask, what's no longer serving me? What's calling me forward? This clarity is your invitation to a greater life. Subscribe to Stoic Pulse to explore more Stoic wisdom for navigating these awakenings. And share in the comments, what truths are you seeing? Stay with us, as the next sign reveals opportunities that could redefine your path. Sign 5, unexpected opportunities appear. With the truth about people and situations now laid bare, your journey toward transformation takes a thrilling turn. Unexpected opportunities begin to appear, like doors opening in a storm. As you let go of what no longer serves you, life responds with moments that feel almost too perfect to be chance. A conversation that sparks a new idea, an invitation that shifts your path, or a possibility that ignites your soul. These aren't accidents. They're fate's offerings, as Epictetus teaches in Enchiridion. Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do, and you will go on well. These opportunities are your chance to step into the life you're meant for, but they demand courage to seize. Imagine you're a high school teacher, feeling drained by a system that prioritizes grades over inspiration. The clarity of the last sign revealed your workplace's misalignment with your passion for empowering students. Then out of nowhere, a colleague mentions a community workshop seeking educators to mentor at-risk youth. Days later, a former student emails you about a grant for innovative teaching projects. At a coffee shop, you overhear a discussion about a local nonprofit needing volunteers for a literacy program. These moments feel like gifts, but doubt creeps in. Are you ready? Is this too good to be true? Seneca reminds us in Letters from a Stoic, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Your years of dedication have prepared you. Now fate is opening the door. This sign is electrifying because it feels like the universe is aligning in your favor. These opportunities aren't random. They're the result of your inner shift, your readiness to move beyond the old. Marcus Aurelius writes in Meditations, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." Your thoughts, now clear and focused, are attracting possibilities that resonate with your evolving purpose. But here's the drama. These moments are fleeting. Like a shooting star, they blaze brightly but briefly, hesitate, and the workshop slot fills, the grant deadline passes, or the nonprofit finds another volunteer. The Stoics teach action over indecision. Epictetus urges in discourses, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Your power lies in saying yes to these invitations. For the teacher, these opportunities could change everything. Joining the workshop might connect you with a mentor who inspires a new teaching method. The grant could fund a project that transforms your classroom. Volunteering with a nonprofit might reveal a calling to advocate for education reform. Each possibility is a thread in the tapestry of your transformation, but it requires you to act. Seneca warns on the shortness of life. Life is long if you know how to use it. Overthinking or fearing failure squanders time. Seizing the moment weaves a richer life. Most people miss these chances, paralyzed by doubt or waiting for a perfect time that never comes. But you feel the pull, the spark that says this is meant for you. The intensity of this sign lies in its urgency. These opportunities aren't guaranteed to return. Think back. How often have you regretted not acting on a hunch, only to see someone else seize a similar chance? The teacher who applies for the grant might secure funding that changes students' lives, while hesitation could mean watching another educator shine. Marcus Aurelius reminds us in Meditations, "Look within. Do not allow the special quality or worth of anything to pass you by." These moments are life's way of testing your readiness. Will you step through the door or let it close? Stoicism demands courage to embrace the unknown, trusting that fate is guiding you toward growth. The challenge is to act despite uncertainty. For the teacher, saying yes to the workshop might mean stepping out of your comfort zone, facing new responsibilities. But that's where transformation happens, in the leap. Epictetus teaches in Enchiridion, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." You can't control the outcome, but you can control your choice to act. These opportunities are fate's invitation to a bigger life, a life where your teaching inspires, your projects empower, and your purpose shines. If you're noticing unexpected possibilities, don't wait. Ask, what door is opening for me? What's the first step I can take? These moments are your path forward. Subscribe to Stoic Pulse to uncover more Stoic wisdom for seizing life's chances, and share in the comments. What opportunities are appearing in your life? Stay with us as the next sign reveals a restlessness that signals your soul's call to evolve. Sign 6, a deep sense of restlessness. As you seize the unexpected opportunities opening before you, a new sign stirs within, restless and urgent, a deep sense of unease that your current life no longer fits. The job you've mastered, the home you've built, the routines that once grounded you, they now feel like a suit too small, constricting your spirit. This isn't mere boredom or a fleeting whim. It's your soul signaling that you've outgrown your present reality. Marcus Aurelius reminds us in Meditations, look within. Do not allow the special quality or worth of anything to pass you by. This restlessness is a call to evolve, a whisper from your higher self that a greater purpose awaits. Imagine you're an accountant, skilled at balancing books, respected in your firm. The opportunities you've embraced, perhaps a side project mentoring small businesses, have sparked something new. But now your daily grind feels hollow. The spreadsheets that once challenged you seem mundane. The office banter, once amusing, grates on your nerves. You wake up with an itch you can't name, a yearning for something more. Perhaps to start your own consultancy or explore a passion for financial education. At first, you might dismiss it as a phase, but this restlessness grows, like a fire demanding fuel. Seneca teaches in Letters from a Stoic, you must change the state of your soul. Your soul knows it's time to move before your mind catches up. This sign is gripping because it feels like an internal rebellion. Everything you've worked for, stability, success, comfort, suddenly feels like a trap. You're not ungrateful, you're awakening. The life that once satisfied you no longer aligns with the person you're becoming. Epictetus urges in discourses, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This restlessness is within your control, a signal to examine what's holding you back. But here's the drama. Ignoring it intensifies the discomfort. The job you tolerate becomes unbearable. The routine you endure turns stifling. The universe won't let you stay stuck when your destiny calls. For the accountant, this restlessness might manifest as a recurring urge to teach others financial literacy, to empower rather than just calculate. You might dream of workshops, a blog, or a new career path. Yet doubt whispers, why risk stability? Am I skilled enough? Stoicism offers clarity. Marcus Aurelius writes in Meditations, the universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Your thoughts are shifting, rejecting stagnation for growth. This unease isn't a curse, it's a gift, pushing you toward a life where your work aligns with your deepest values. But it demands courage to listen, to step beyond the familiar. The intensity of the sign lies in its persistence. Restlessness doesn't fade. It grows louder, like a drumbeat in your chest. Most people numb it with distractions, scrolling, overworking, or denying the urge. They tell themselves, this is just a mood, or I'll figure it out later. But Seneca warns on the shortness of life. Life is long if you know how to use it. Ignoring this call wastes time. Embracing it unlocks potential. For the accountant, acting on this restlessness might mean starting a blog that grows into a platform or taking a course to pivot careers. Each step aligns you with a purpose that feels alive. The challenge is trusting this unease. Epictetus teaches in Enchiridion, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. You can't control the uncertainty of change, but you can control your response. Will you stay in a job that drains you or explore the consultancy idea sparking within? The universe is nudging you, and if you resist, the discomfort will only deepen. For the accountant, this might mean late nights, drafting a business plan, feeling the thrill of possibility outweigh the fear. These moments are your soul's plea to evolve, to step into a life that matches your potential. If you're feeling this restless pull, don't silence it. Ask, What part of my life feels too small? What's calling me to grow? This unease is your guide to transformation. Subscribe to Stoic Pulse to uncover more Stoic wisdom for navigating life's turning points and share in the comments. What restlessness is stirring in you? Stay with us as the next sign reveals an urge to break free and try something entirely new. Sign 7, a strange urge to do something new. As the restlessness within you stirs, urging you to outgrow your current life, a new sign emerges, vibrant and compelling, a strange urge to do something entirely new. This isn't just a passing fancy, it's a pull toward an unfamiliar path, a sudden desire to learn a skill, start a project, or chase a dream that feels both foreign and magnetic. It's as if your soul is reaching for something beyond the horizon, whispering of possibilities you've never dared to explore. Seneca reminds us in Letters from a Stoic, you must change the state of your soul. This urge is your inner compass, guiding you toward a life aligned with your deepest potential. Imagine you're a software developer, comfortable in your tech job, yet haunted by the restlessness of the last sign. You've sensed your routine no longer fits, and now, out of nowhere, you feel a pull to try something unexpected, perhaps to learn woodworking, start a podcast about mindfulness, or volunteer for an environmental cause. One morning you wake up imagining crafting furniture that tells a story, or sharing Stoic insights with a global audience. The urge feels irrational, no clear plan, no immediate payoff, but it's persistent, like a melody you can't unhear. Marcus Aurelius writes in Meditations, "Look within. Do not allow the special quality or worth of anything to pass you by." This impulse is no accident. It's fate nudging you toward transformation. This sign is thrilling because it feels like a call to adventure. Unlike the restlessness that signaled what you've outgrown, this urge points to what you're meant to become. It's not about tweaking your current life, but embracing something entirely new, something that excites and scares you. Epictetus teaches in Discourses, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Your power lies in heeding this call, trusting it even when logic doubts. But here's the drama. This urge demands action, and hesitation can dim its spark. Ignore it, and the melody fades. Follow it, and it could lead to a life you never imagined. For the developer, this urge might manifest as a vision of building a community garden instead of code, or recording a podcast that blends tech and philosophy. At first, you might resist. Why woodworking when you're trained in algorithms? Why a podcast when you've never spoken publicly? Doubt whispers, this makes no sense. Stick to what you know. But Stoicism offers clarity. Seneca warns in On the Shortness of Life. Life is long if you know how to use it. Dismissing this urge wastes time. Embracing it breathes life into your purpose. This isn't a random whim. It's your soul aligning with a future where your actions resonate with meaning. The intensity of this sign lies in its mystery. It's not just a desire, but a pull from your higher self, unsensing what's next before your mind does. Most people brush it off, calling it a daydream or impractical. They wait for a logical reason or perfect timing, missing the moment. But you feel the weight of this urge, its insistence that you act now. Marcus Aurelius reminds us in Meditations, the universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Your thoughts are shifting toward creation, exploration, a new chapter. For the developer, starting that podcast might connect you with listeners who inspire your growth, or woodworking might uncover a talent that transforms your career. The challenge is trusting this instinct. Epictetus urges in Enchiridion, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. You can't control where this urge leads, but you can take the first step. Buying a woodworking kit, recording a pilot episode, signing up for that volunteer role. The universe is testing your courage, asking if you'll leap into the unknown. For the developer, this might mean carving your first piece of wood, feeling the thrill of creation, or launching a podcast episode that sparks a movement. These steps, though small, are monumental, aligning you with a life of purpose. If you're feeling this strange urge, don't dismiss it. Ask, what new path is calling me? What small action can I take today? This impulse is your guide to a bigger life. Subscribe to Stoic Pulse to uncover more Stoic wisdom for embracing life's calls, and share in the comments, what new urge is stirring in you? Stay with us as the next sign reveals how letting go of certain people clears the way for your destiny. Sign 8, losing people rapidly. As you lean into the strange urge to explore new paths, a final poignant sign emerges, signaling the culmination of your transformation. People in your life begin to drift away rapidly. Friends who once filled your days with laughter now grow distant, their calls less frequent, their presence fading like a shadow. Colleagues or even family members seem to pull back, their words tinged with misunderstanding or resentment. At first, it feels like a personal loss, a sting of rejection. But Stoic wisdom reveals a deeper truth. This is no accident. Epictetus teaches in Discourses, if you kiss your child or your wife, say that you kiss a human being, for when it dies, you will not be disturbed. The universe is clearing space, ensuring only those aligned with your evolving path remain. Imagine you're a marketing manager, recently inspired to launch a freelance creative agency, fueled by the urge to do something new. As you take steps, drafting a business plan, networking with clients, your social circle shifts. A close friend, once a confidant, stops responding to your messages. A coworker who cheered your corporate success now offers backhanded comments about your risky venture. Even a sibling questions your choice, urging you to play it safe. The loss hurts. You replay conversations, wondering what you did wrong. But Seneca reminds us in Letters from a Stoic, you must change the state of your soul. These departures aren't punishment, they're preparation, filtering out those who can't walk your new path. This sign is dramatic because it feels like a storm sweeping through your relationships. The people you thought would stand by you forever, through late-night talks or shared triumphs, suddenly seem out of sync. Some fade quietly, their absence a slow ache. Others leave with a clash, revealing envy or fear of your growth. Marcus Aurelius writes in Meditations, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." Your life is changing, and not everyone is meant to join you in this new chapter. The pain of loss is real, but it's also a sign that you're outgrowing connections tethered to your old self. For the marketing manager, this might mean losing a friend who thrived on your shared corporate grind but can't support your entrepreneurial leap. Their distance stings, but it reveals a truth. Their presence depended on you staying the same. A coworker's criticism might expose their discomfort with your ambition, while a sibling's doubt reflects their fear of change, not yours. Epictetus urges in Enchiridion, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. You can't control others' reactions, but you can control your choice to let go, making space for those who align with your vision. The intensity of this sign lies in its emotional weight. Losing people feels like losing parts of yourself, memories, shared dreams, a sense of belonging. Most cling desperately, chasing fading friendships or begging for understanding, hoping to restore what was. But Seneca warns on the shortness of life. Life is long if you know how to use it. Holding on to misaligned connections wastes time. Releasing them opens doors to authentic ones. For the manager, letting go might mean finding a mentor who celebrates your agency or connecting with clients who share your creative passion. The universe is pruning your circle to nurture your growth. The challenge is embracing this loss without bitterness. Marcus Aurelius reminds us in Meditations, look within. Do not allow the special quality or worth of anything to pass you by. The worth of your new path outweighs the comfort of old ties. The friend who fades, the coworker who criticizes, they were part of a chapter, not your whole story. True connections evolve with you, growing stronger as you grow. For the manager, this might mean a new friend who inspires your business, or a partner who shares your vision. These losses are not endings, but beginnings, clearing the way for relationships that match your destiny. If you're noticing people slipping away, don't chase them. Ask, who no longer aligns with my path? Who is meant to join me next? These departures are fate's filter for your transformation. Subscribe to Stoic Pulse to uncover more Stoic wisdom for navigating life shifts, and share in the comments. Who are you letting go of? Stay with us as we conclude with how these signs lead to a life of purpose and virtue. As you release those who no longer align with your path, you stand at the threshold of transformation, guided by these 8 signs: peace amid chaos, synchronicities, obstacles, clarity, opportunities, restlessness, new urges, and loss. Each is a Stoic lesson, a call to live with virtue and courage. Marcus Aurelius reminds us in Meditations, the universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Your life is shifting not by chance, but by design. These signs are fate's invitation to embrace a purpose greater than your past, to become the person you're meant to be. Seneca teaches On the Shortness of Life, life is long if you know how to use it. Don't ignore these signals, whether it's the calm and turmoil, a fleeting opportunity, or the pain of letting go. They're your guide to a life of meaning. Epictetus urges in Enchiridion, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. Your power lies in acting with intention, trusting the process, and aligning with your higher self. The universe is speaking. Are you listening? At Stoic Pulse, we're here to help you navigate these moments with Stoic wisdom. Subscribe to our channel to explore more lessons from Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, guiding you toward a life of resilience and purpose. Reflect on these signs. Which one resonates most? Share it in the comments below, and let's journey together. Your transformation isn't just coming, it's here. Embrace it and step into the life awaiting you.